Hey guys, welcome to ROBOTOBZOR. There are two major sales events coming up soon on Aliexpress. Singles Day on 11/11 and Black Friday on 11/26. On these days, the sites and the sellers themselves will give out really good discounts, which can possibly cut the price in half for some products. Thanks for this, I decided to cook up new video for you guys showing the best robot vacuum cleaners of 2021. Our top 10 robots are all priced differently, so you can choose the best robot for your needs and budget. I'll link the reviews for all of these robots in the description below, as well as the store links from trusted sellers. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get this show on the road. First, let's look at the best robot on a budget, the Xiaomi Mijia G1, also known as Mi Robot Vacuum Mop Essential. It usually goes around $170–195, but can go down to $135. So this is the best robot vacuum cleaner on AliExpress under $200. This model has great vacuuming and mopping, is able to be controlled through the app and has a gyroscope for navigation. It also has an electronic water pump and draws a map in real time. The mopping and vacuuming of Mijia G1 is above average, and it even cleans carpets thanks to its central brush and can simultaneously vacuum and mop. Note that it's great with obstacles and easily goes over fluffy carpets. There aren't any problems for the price that I see, only that the robot is afraid of dark surfaces, but this is common for most robots. And if you are set on buying a vacuum with a lidar on a budget, I recommend the iLIFE A10S, which on sales goes for $200 on AliExpress. But on Ali you can get iLIFE L100 and on Tmall the iLIFE A10S. I didn't really see a difference though. They look the same, only the colors are different. I reviewed the A10S and I got a good impression. In short, thanks to the lidar, the robot builds a precise map, saves it and zones it into different rooms. And you can even set no-go zones and virtual walls. The vacuum has a vibrating water tank, which is in there instead of the dust collector. The kit has two brushes, a silicone one and a Bristol one. Now that the robot can be controlled from the app and the remote. The suction power is a little above average, and it has an electronic water pump for getting water on the cloth. The vacuuming and mopping is good. And note that the robot isn't afraid of dark surfaces, which is great. So if you really want this robot under $200, hurry on AliExpress while it's still cheap. Another interesting robot under $200 is the popular Dreame F9. It can brag about its navigation camera, map building and saving, automatic room zoning, and its supports of virtual walls and no-go zones. You can control the robot through the mobile app. And the robot can simultaneously vacuum and mop, and the cloth wetness can be regulated in the app. Also, Dreame F9 has a high suction power, good mopping and vacuuming, and it's great off-road. The only thing is that it's scared of dark spaces. But for many people this is a minor problem, and the benefits outweigh the problems. Our next contestant for the best robot from AliExpress is Midea M7 Pro. During sales events it goes down to $255, and I think it's worth its money. The main properties: a lidar navigation system, a vibrating module for better cleaning, and all of the modern and impressive functions in the app. And the robot saves the map and zones it into rooms. Midea M7 Pro has a high suction power, has a good vacuuming and mopping, is great off-road and works great on dark surfaces. I don't see any problems with this robot, so I think it's better to invest some more money and choose Midea M7 Pro over the iLIFE A10S. If you are looking for a cheap robot with a lidar, a mopping functions and an auto-cleaning base, let me introduce you to Roidmi EVE Plus. During sales events the model goes down to $325–380. Keeping that in mind, it has all of the best functions. Roidmi EVE Plus can build a map, save it and zone it into rooms. And if you want, you can set no-go zones. It can simultaneously mop and vacuum, and can even move in a Y shape for more effective cleaning. The suction power is average. The mopping and vacuuming quality is above average. And the robot isn't afraid of dark spaces, and is great off-road. There are a lot of complaints from buyers, but most of the problems are solved and listed in a forum. So I think that this robot is definitely worth its money. And I don't think that there is better option with a LiDAR and an auto-cleaning base. The 5th spot of our rating goes to Roborock S5 Max. On sale you can find it for $360. To summarize this robot, it has a good assembly and all of the functions for your house to be automatically clean. So the dirt collection is actually the best part about Roborocks. The S5 Max has a LiDAR system and the best functions in the mobile app that have to do with maps, which can be zoned and saved in the app. The robot can simultaneously mop and vacuum. The suction power is average, and the central brush does a good job with carpets. The S5 Max has been around for 3 years and has collected a lots of positive reviews over the years. I would definitely recommend this robot. If you are willing to invest up to $450, I recommend the new Dreame Bot Z10 Pro. During sales events on Aliexpress, the price will be about $425–460, which is a good price for the functions you are getting. Dreame Bot Z10 Pro not only has a LiDAR, but also a 3D sensor on the bumper, which identifies objects and goes around them while cleaning. But that's not all. It also has an auto-cleaning base and an attachment for mopping. This lets the robot simultaneously mop and vacuum. But wait, there's more. Dreame Bot Z10 Pro has a high suction power, is great off-road, easily goes over obstacles, and the mopping and vacuuming quality is great. There are some problems though, like that the robot can't identify all of the objects presented to it. But this can be solved by turning off the sensors on the bumper. And Dreame Bot Z10 Pro will work just like a regular robot with a LiDAR. Well, and like many other Xiaomi models, this robot is afraid of dark spaces. The 3rd place goes to Xiaomi Mijia Pro, which showed up on Aliexpress not too long ago and spiked the internet of many. I bought this robot to review for $425, but right now you can find it on Aliexpress on sale for $325–355, which is really good taking into account the functions it has. Xiaomi Mijia Pro has a LiDAR for navigation and can identify objects on the floor. Note that it doesn't just identify them, but also save them in the map. The sensors on the bumper work well, and most of the items on the floor were properly identified during testing. No, that's not all. We still haven't talked about the functions on the app. Simultaneous mopping and vacuuming, and the robot can do this in a Y shape while mopping. The suction power is average. The mopping and vacuuming on hard floors is good. But on fluffy carpets, the robot doesn't clean as well as its competitors. Though for everyday use, this is more than enough to clean effectively. And also a great benefit of the robot is that it isn't afraid of dark spaces. The only problem is that currently only the Chinese version up to sale. And you so have to connect to a Chinese region in the Mi Home app. And sadly there is no auto-cleaning base in a kit. So if you don't need an auto-cleaning base and the functions are more than important to you, then I recommend checking this robot out. The 2nd place goes to the new Roborock S7. Usually it costs $600, but on sale you can get it for $465–525 in some stores, which is really good. Note that that is without the auto-cleaning base. You will have to buy it separately for another $300. Some important points include good assembly, a LiDAR for navigation and mopping functions, and this robot got some serious upgrades compared to the S5 Max. First of all, when the robot goes on carpets, the water tank rises, so that your carpets don't get wet. And that's important to know that the vacuum can simultaneously vacuum and mop. And secondly, the robot is better at cleaning stains of floor, thanks to the vibrating mopping container. Also, the vacuum has a new silicone brush, which is easier to clean from hair and fur. The robot also has better suction power. The mopping and vacuuming quality is good. The only problem is that the robot is afraid of dark spaces and can't identify objects on the floor if you compare it to other vacuums. And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for. The best robot vacuum cleaner on Aliexpress on 2021 is Ecovacs Deebot OZMO T9 AIVI Plus. Despite my review, it has some of the most advanced design features and other advantages. And if you choose this mode, I strongly recommend to study it first. On sale it goes for 7,800, and that includes the auto-cleaning base. The model has a LiDAR, an active camera on a bumper that detects objects and provides security for your house, has 2 silicone brushes that collect dirt effectively, a vibrating water tank that helps get stains off easier, and an auto-cleaning base. This basically a perfect robot. The camera currently doesn't work perfectly though, but I think that this will get fixed later. And a more important details that the robot mops and vacuuming incredibly well. And the suction power and dirt collection is great. Some important problems include that the robot avoids dark spaces and the fact that the robot is made for the Chinese market. So there are some major problems with connecting robot to the internet. But this isn't horribly bad, and I think that the benefits are more important than the problems. So in this video I reviewed the best robot vacuums on Aliexpress in 2021. I hope that my rating and summary of the functions and characteristics helped you pick the robot that fit your needs and the price range. I also got a chart of parameters of top 10 robots. I recommend pausing to read all of the info. On this note, I would like to end my review. I hope you enjoyed and would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. Have fun shopping! Bye!